Country Shooter 98. Today we've got the double stack Rock Island 9mm out for part 5 of transforming my double stack Rock Island 9mm. And there's been some delays in between videos here lately because I went through some challenges. I've been doing some stuff that I've never done before, and it's been a learning process, and I've enjoyed it. I've been at my wits' ends a few times, but I'm really happy to have it completely completed now. This is the final product. I'm really happy, really proud of it. Today in part 5, what we're going to talk about is after I got the slide fit to the frame, I thought I was all good in the last part of the series, and I realized I had to fit the barrel to the slide. I had to fit the hood, and I had to fit the upper lugs and the lower lugs, and I got all that fit, and then I realized that I actually needed to do the barrel bushing as well, so I had to fit that. So it's been a little bit of an ordeal, but it's been a learning process. I picked up some tools and jigs along the way that I needed. Just a quick rundown of what we've done already. I did some reliability stuff to start off the series. I tuned and cleaned the extractor, I cleaned the firing pin, I polished the feed ramp and throat, and then after that I picked up a third mag. It was a Met Gear mag, and I put Dawson Precision base pads on them all as well. These didn't add any rounds, it just made it so that with this Hayes custom magwell that I put on here as well, it wasn't sub-flush, it just sits exactly flush now. Like I said, I got the Hayes custom magwell. I put some Talon grip here on the front strap and underneath the trigger guard. Let's see here, what else? I got some new G10 grips, and I did this color because I want to match this slide, which this is my new slide from Heavy Division Armory, and they also installed these True Glow slides for me as well. It's a blacked out rear with a fiber optic front. I got a flat-faced trigger from HGW off eBay, and I got all new in trigger internals, hammer, spring, you name it, disconnector, everything, the whole kit from Hayes Custom, and it's actually bought it from them, but it's actually extreme engineering. I also got, I believe it was a 7-pound guide rod spring from Hayes Custom as well. Trying to think, I think that's it finally. And then of course I had to fit the slide to the rails, and then I've had to do all this fitting with the barrel. So that's the complete rundown of what we've done so far. Let me get a tool here, and I will take this sucker apart and kind of let you see what I had to do, and a tool I had to buy to make this possible. Now my original goal on this was I was gonna send it to Hayes because they do such a fantastic job on these Rock Islands, but then I decided, well, let's save a little money and do it yourself. Well, I did it myself. I didn't save any money. But it was a good learning process, and I did pick up tools, and that's why I didn't save any money, because of the tools and jigs I had to pick up. But I will need them for future builds, so it was a good investment. So, when I say what I had to fit here on the barrel, and I'm going to do some refinishing on it in time, because I did have to do some sanding and different stuff, and you'll see. I had to fit the hood, and I had to fit these upper lugs. And I got this dye, it's this blue dye, I can't remember the exact name of it, but I would put it on there and then rack it, and wherever it rubbed the dye off is where I would sand. And I used 3 or 4 different types of sandpaper. As I got close to the finish, I was using the finer ones. It'd just be a nice finish. So I had to sand all this down, these upper lugs and the hood, until it would actually rack, because it would get stuck, it wouldn't rack all the way. And then there's where I had to buy a tool. I had to fit these lower lugs right here. Now, if it's a Rock Island, I'm just gonna tell you, you're probably not gonna get your barrel link out because it's staked. I couldn't get mine out, so you gotta be very careful not to mess that up. and I had to get this tool from Brunel's. It is a lower lug cutting jig, and it's a complete tool set here. You got your handle, you got your faux guide rod, you got your couple of different cutters, and then your handles. I'm not gonna go into detail how to explain how to use this. Actually, I watched a really good video by Tactical Toolbox. He does a really good job explaining this tool if you want to check that out. He's got a lot of cool stuff on his channel. And then I bought this separate, and you really do need it, and this is a barrel alignment tool, and it goes on your rails. It goes in there and slides when you go on your rails. Okay, if this is in the gun, and it captures it like this, so that way it can't go side to side, so when you're cutting, you're actually cutting it straight. So it was a process. Now this whole set here, I can't remember how much this was. It wasn't too bad, but this whole little kit here is about 200 bucks. So you're probably looking like for all that for about 225 or something like that. You can buy it in pieces, but I just figured just get the whole thing, be done with it. So that's it. I had to, like I said, I had to fit the upper and lower lugs and the hood, and then I also had to fit the barrel bushing. And once I got that, it was finally done. We're finally complete. Only thing left is to go out there and shoot this bad boy and have some fun, which I really can't wait to do. I really appreciate everybody that's been watching, has subscribed. If you haven't already, please do. If you like these videos, you like the series, please hit the like button. I really appreciate all the support and the questions and comments and the feedback I've gotten. I just can't thank everybody enough. I just really appreciate it. Putting this all together while I'm talking here. It's been a fun project, like I said. It's been a real learning experience, and I'm really glad that I've done it because I've got a couple of future builds coming up, and it's given me the confidence to do these builds, and I've got the right tools and the experience, and hopefully I won't make some of the same mistakes I made before either. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun, and I just can't wait to turn this thing loose out there on the gun range and just see what kind of accuracy I can get out of it. It's everything on it just feels so smooth right now. I'm really pumped up. As I was fitting the barrel, I guess if you wanted to use, if you're brave enough or crazy enough to do a Dremel, you could, or even some files. But I just went with sandpaper, and it was a lot of trial and error and taking it back apart and putting it back together. But I did that because I wanted to get the tightest tolerances I could get and still operate smoothly, because that's what you want. That's what makes a gun accurate. So really happy with it. I still need to clean it up real good and oil it, but there you have it. Super pumped up about this gun, and gonna see you on the range here shortly. Thank you again. This was part 5 of transforming my Rock Island double stack 9mm, and we'll see you on the range here real soon.